You imagine seeing nothing but this out of one of your eyes for the rest of your life?
Please, wear your safety glasses.
As we've said before, Senco tools are engineered for high levels of performance and safety. But because of their tremendous power, anybody who puts one in his or her hand holds a great deal of responsibility. It's your job to use and maintain these tools correctly, and that includes using proper power sources and air pressure.
You know, one thing race drivers fear most is explosions. But because of advances in fuel and equipment design and better safety awareness, the chance of disastrous explosions is virtually non-existent, even in the crashes of this intensity.
You can eliminate that danger in your work by simply using your tools the way they were meant to be used. Only connect your tools to clean, dry, regulated, compressed air at recommended air pressures. Never use air pressure in excess of the maximum limit that's stamped on the tool and is stated in the operator's manual. And never use oxygen, carbon dioxide, or other bottled gases.
If you play around with bottled gases, you're playing with fire, because they could cause your tool to explode with the force of a hand grenade.
And that's enough to blow you away for good. Another safety habit you should form is removing your finger from the trigger when you're not driving fasteners.
Once again, the best way to do this is through conditioning. Remember to remove your finger the second you stop driving, and keep remembering to do this until it becomes a natural reflex.
That'll help prevent an injury like this from happening to you or someone you work with if the tool's safety is accidentally hit with enough force to fire the tool. The worker who suffered this injury had his finger on the trigger of the tool when he bumped the tool's safety with his leg, and you can see the result. This kind of thing can happen if you're not careful, but you can prevent it by never carrying a tool around the work area with your finger on the trigger. Also, always keep the tool pointed away from yourself and others when connecting the air supply and when using or handling the tool. Do not use it for horseplay either. Just like you would handle a gun, you should assume a tool is always loaded with fasteners and never point it at yourself or others at any time.
Be sure that everyone in your work area follows these rules, or you could pay for someone else's dumb mistake.
And a serious injury is a high price to pay for horseplay or a careless error.
A few other things not to mess around with are a tool's safety, trigger, and springs. They were put there for a reason, and the reason is to protect you. So don't even think about altering or removing them.
Removing them is not only dangerous, it's illegal. Federal law requires that all air-powered tools, except those that use fine wire fasteners, must have a safety device on them at all times. Inspect the tool daily to make sure the safety and trigger are moving freely. Never use the tool if either the safety or trigger sticks or